resources. Kasi alam po naman natin na the position entails too much attention. With so many consultations, nagpaalam po ako kay Mayor, nagsabi po kay Co, nagsabi po ako kay City Admin, at kay Sir Gary, kay Vice Joji, to ask for the guidance. Nagsabi po ako sa pamilya ko, nagsabi ako, even the resources. So, medyo mahirap. Kasi, ayoko po sabihin na napilitan ako, pero again, it entails a decision na dapat no turning back. Kasi, pagdating ko naman puro, I'm not just bringing myself, but I'm also bringing the name of TCMR. Which is, alam naman po natin, especially sa mga old members, pag sinabi mong Muntipio Parizal sa Philippine Luzon District, sobrang ang taas ng tingin nila. As in, we are one of the few clubs na talagang tinitingala sa Philippine Luzon District. And I want to bring that prestige pagdating ko ron kung ako po ay mananalo. So, if I'll be given a chance, ay sabi ko nga po, dalawa lang naman yung nakikita kong platform na pwede kong infuse sa Philippine Luzon District. First is for us to go to the basic. And secondly, for us to go to digital. Kung titignan niyo po, going to the basic and going to the digital, parang two opposite direction eh. Kasi pag sinabi mong basic, balik ka sa simula. Balik ka sa pinakasimple. Pero pag sinabi mo naman digital, go forward, be tech, diba? So parang very opposite. So bakit nga ba yun yung naisip ko na platform na dadalhin ko once I am given a chance? Ang activities ng project, 5, 4, 7 lang ang umaattend. Pero kapag sasabihin mong punta tayo ron kasi may party, punta tayo ron kasi may kainan, punta tayo ron kasi may ganyan, lahat nagsisipuntahan eh. Lahat nagsisipuntahan. And that's reality. We have to realize that we are still a service organization. Na kaya tayo lang dito is to do service sa mga bata. Bonus na lang na tayo ay cohesive, nagkikita-kita, nagkakasayahan, nagsasama-sama. Pero going back, mapapansin nyo rin po, we are so lucky here. Sa ibang club, sa ibang division, ang division nila, ang club nila, sobrang ma-issue, sobrang mapolitika, sobrang nag-aaway-away, at sobrang hindi magkakasundo to the point na nagkakasiraan. Again, going back to the basic, gusto ko sana na kapag I am given a chance, ma-infuse natin yung kultura before na pag ang Tiwalis gusto magkita-kita, sobrang excited. Na pag sinabing may event tayo ron, hindi mo na kailangan magpilit, hindi mo na kailangan magtawag na, uy, pupunta ka ba? Uy, punta naman kayo, suportahan nyo naman. Dapat, again, pag sinabing may event, hindi man tayo 101% na nandun, lahat tayo nandun. Lahat tayo excited. Hindi pwedeng excited lang tayo kapag induction, pag installation, pag Tiwalis night, pag i-discall, na kung saan, yun yung mga event na kayo ay nakakapag-gown, nakakapag-barong, nakakapag-code. Yung iba, dun lang excited eh. Pero yung pupunta sa eskwelahan, pupunta sa isang community, pupunta sa isang lugar that you will do service, yung iba ayaw na magpunta. Mas gusto na lang nilang mag-donate, that will be part of their service. Sa definition po kasi, giving donation is not part of the service. Being present to the activity, that is the service. Pero given that, hindi rin naman po natin pwedeng tawaran yung mga generous donors natin dahil minsan po talaga ay may limitation na tayo eh. Due to age, due to career, and due to so many circumstances. Kasi kung titignan nyo po, ang profile ng Philippine Luzon District ngayon is aging. Aging. Marami na po talaga ang nasa senior age. Very few ang club na puro bata yung members. Meron naman, kung meron. Pero they are very few. Mas marami po talaga yung more than 50 years old and above. So hopefully with that, again, going back to the basic, we could infuse new blood para po to sustain the leadership ng Philippine Luzon District, and at the same time, to sustain yung mga nasimulang projects ng mga naunang mga members sa atin na tunay naman po kapakinabangan. Kasi hindi po naging kapakinabangan yun, wala tayo ngayon dito eh. Most probably, the Kiwanis is not anymore present. Pero still, very good example, KCMR will be celebrating our 50th anniversary come 26 February 24, 2026. May na po tayo. So, that's one factor na gusto ko pong dalihan once I will be a chance. Second na po ay to go digital. Kasi kung mapapansin ko, especially for those for those people na may access sa website ng KI, ang makikita nyo lang po doon is all the basic information that the KI could provide. Pero ang Philippine Luzon District, walang website that we could access anytime, any moment. Gusto ko po sana na yung website ng Philippine Luzon District, lahat ng club should be active doon. Kasi currently po ngayon, active lang ang Philippine Luzon District sa isang platform, which is the Facebook. Tapos may dalawang account doon, ang Kiwanyan at ang Kiwanis Bulletin na magkaaway pa ang administrator. Kasi yung isa po, sa personal account, yung isa naman ay official account, pero hindi po sila nagkakasundo. So, ang nangyayari, nagiging visual ka lang sa mata ng mga tao kapag ikaw ay very active doon. Pag pala-post ka lang, pero pag hindi ka nagpo-post doon, hindi ka kilala ng Philippine Luzon District. So, with that, gusto ko po sana na magkaroon tayo ng official Philippine Luzon District website na lahat ng information ng bawat club, ng bawat member, ng bawat district, at bawat division ay naandun. And hopefully, we could up videos ng activities, especially for the education. Kasi yung po yung isa sa pinaka-importante na missing piece ngayon na ang daling magtawag ng member, ang daling basta may pambayad ka lang, nagiging member na eh. Pero sana, before sila mag-member, we could ask them to visit the website, you click the link of education, mayroong video ron, Kiwanis Education, before ka mag-sign up. Kailangan malaman mo muna yun. Then if you're really interested, you sign up, then we will come as scheduled with our Kiwanis educators to sit down with you and to explain to you personally what is Kiwanis. Kasi ang nangyayari po ay for the purpose of tinatawag nilang growth, kasi yun ay white na criteria for you to be judged as one of the most outstanding club o outstanding club. Kailangan may at least 10% growth ka every year sa number of members. Ang nangyayari, nagtatawag ka na lang ng nagtatawag for the purpose of the president will be awarded as a most outstanding president. Which is, I think, hindi po tama. Kasi, mas maganda ng konti ang members, basta quality, rather than magtatawag ka na magtatawag, magbabayad, pagdating ng susunod na taon, wala na. Kasi by record po, under the KI, Philippine Luzon District, ang may pinakamalakas na magtayo ng club, pinakamalakas na magpadami ng member, pero sila rin ang pinakamalakas na nawawalan ng club at nawawalan ng member taon-taon. Okay? So hindi po siya sustainable. So yun po yung hopefully ay mabago, maayos natin once I am given a chance to lead the Philippine Luzon District. Kung ako po ay mabibigyan ng pagkakataon this coming September in Tagaytay, I will be assuming the position by 2027-2028. So I still have 3 years for me to observe the 2 governors before me, and kung may maganda naman po silang magagawa, ay wala naman po masamang kopyahin at gawin. At kung tingin ko po that I need to improve, then I will. At kung kailangan po na magdagdag, mag-introduce ng panibagong activities, programs, and projects, then I will. And hopefully po in this endeavor ay makasama ko po kayo. Dahil hindi po biro ang pag-ikot. Kaya nga po sabi ko nagpo-ikot na pagod pala. Kasi alam niyo po yung pagtakbo ngayon, it's like I am running the party list. Hindi siya katulad ng baranggayan, na isang barangay lang yung iikutin mo. Kung magkukonsel ka, isang puso, may inter-island pa. So, medyo mabigat. And, pero kung kayo po ay kasama ko, personally and in spirit, ay mas magiging madali po itong laban na to for me. So with that po ay seeking for your full support and cooperation and samahan niyo po ako sa laban na to. Maraming salamat po.
Congratulations, Governor. Anyway, just to clarify, yung position po that Ibiang Giran is running as Vice Governor. Dati po walang ganong posisyon. Dati ang ini-elect lang ay District Governor-elect at saka yung District Governor Designate. So ngayon po nagkaroon ng tatlong layer. So ibig pong sabihin, once na manalo na Vice Governor yung candidate natin, for example si Ibiang Giran, automatic po siya ang sole candidate sa pagiging governor sa darating 2027, 2028.